Neville and Octavia Melody. Written and told by Thomas Boy. Neville was one of the newest engines on the Fat Controller's railway on the island of Sodor. He's still getting used to things. On his first day, every engine on Sodor thought that he was being friends with the Diesels, even though that wasn't true and Harry and Bert were bullying him. They soon forgave him after Thomas saved him from nearly falling off a bridge. It appears Neville still has to learn. He works hard, and he proves to be really useful. One day, Neville was sitting on a siding, taking a rest, when, when James pulled up next to Neville. "Hello, Neville," said James. "I got a visitor for you." "A visitor? Who is it?" "Is it Rarity again?" "No," said James. "It's someone new." "I think it's someone you want to meet." Neville was confused, but obliged. "It's a new pony friend for you," said James. "A pony friend?" "My very own pony friend." "Who is it?" "Oh, I think you mean she," said James. Neville was confused again. "She." "Come on out," said James. Just then the pony stepped out of James's cab. The pony was gray, and it had a black mane that looked pretty classy. And she was holding a cello and a bow in her hand. "Neville," said James, "this is Octavia Melody." "It's a pleasure to meet you, Neville." "Pleasure to meet you, Octavia," said Neville. "I'll leave you two to get acquainted," said James. "The Fat Controller needs me to, well, collect trucks." James moaned. And he laughed, grumbling the whole way. Neville laughed. "So, Octavia, would you like to come with me? On my next journey? I'm taking a freight train to the Brandon docks." Octavia at first wasn't sure, but she remembered she was meeting a new friend. Although she was still very kind, she obliged. "I'd like that," said Octavia. With that, Octavia hopped into Neville's cab, and Neville set off to shut his train. After he was finished, Neville set off for docks. He talked to Octavia all the way. So, Neville," said Octavia, "what's it like? What's it like working on Sodor?" "It's pretty interesting, you know. I'm still pretty new myself. On my first day, everyone thought I was working with diesels, that I was friendly with diesels, and Thomas saved me from a bridge." Octavia was impressed. "Interesting. Tell me more. I've only been working here for a few months." "There are a couple more steam engines on this railway, too." "Interesting. So, Octavia, tell me about yourself. Um, what's it like in Ponyville? I heard from Thomas that Ponyville's a lovely place. Oh, yes. Ponyville is nice. I practice my music. I play the cello. As you can see, Neville was very, very interested. Um, so you're a musician? Oh, yes, I am. I play with my roommate, Vinyl Scratch. Vinyl Scratch? Neville said puzzledly. Who's that? She's my roommate that I live with. Although, she's a DJ. She's a musician, but a DJ. A DJ. I've I've heard of DJs. They play pop music and stuff like that. Precisely, said Octavia. Even though we're different, we both like to do the same thing together. And that is music. And a strong friendship. Neville was impressed. Interesting. As Neville kept talking to Octavia like old friends, they finally reached the docks. When they reached the docks, Neville dropped off his tray. So, Octavia, yes. Um, so do you know you're gonna stay on Sodor or not? I don't know. It depends on what the Fat Controller has in mind. And I think I can answer that, said a familiar voice. It was the Fat Controller himself. Octavia, your work with Neville has been amazing. As such, I am going to give you an opportunity that you can stay on Sodor and work with Neville. Octavia was pleased. Thank you, sir, she said. I promise I'll work very hard with Neville. I've decided from now on you'll be permanently assigned to Neville as the new pony friend. Neville was happy. He knew now that he has a good friend in Octavia Melody, and they were going to have a lovely time on Sodor, working together as good friends as they are.